Coffee time, welcome to this week's video. We're here at Moor with a view to try and get a little bit more of the sort of passage of the autumn migrants, maybe a Whinchat, yellow wagtails, possibly some more wheat here. The weather is kind to us today. It's been pretty horrid all week, lots and lots of quite heavy rain actually. We've got that coming this afternoon, so hopefully got 2 to 3 hours of relative clear weather and then off home. So let's see what comes. The cows, they seem to be enjoying the lush reeds and the little early morning paddle. My first sighting of one of my target birds, the yellow wagtails, was certainly not what I was expecting, perched up on this bramble bush. Several more were spotted in a sort of much more traditional setting, feeding amongst the horses and cattle. Some regular advice given on Moor Facebook page is to scan the many anthills, and here a meadow pipit was taking advantage of the elevated viewpoint. So we stopped for another cup of coffee after a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours drawn to the River Colney. I can tell I'm a bit of a fisherman, just love being by the water. No Whinchat as yet, and no wheat here, but fingers crossed, we might get onto those. The challenge we got at the moment is the wind's really picking up, and it's becoming very cloudy. You're getting sort of bright sunshine, and then, as we have now, quite dark sort of shadow. So hopefully, I'm going to give it one more walk round, and because we do have that rain coming in a bit later, so fingers crossed we can get the Whinchat. As I walk my way along the river path, a small, elegant bird lands on the top of a meadowsweet plant and surveying the world with the bright, curious eyes. At last, a Whinchat. This small bird, about the size of a sparrow, but far more eye-catching. Its plumage is a tapestry of rich browns, warm buffs, and crisp whites. The most recognisable feature is the strong white stripe above the eye, the supercilium, giving the bird an alert, expressive look. The male Whinchat, especially in spring, sports a warm orange breast, streaked brown back, and a pale belly. The females and juveniles are subtle, with a more muted palette, yet still carrying the signature white eyebrow and gentle beauty. In England, Whinchats favour open country, especially upland meadows, heathland and rough pasture. Places with plenty of gorse and brambles. They hunt from a perch, darting down to snatch prey before returning to their lookout. This behaviour is called sit and wait. It's typical not only to Whinchats, but to their close relatives. The strengthening wind was starting to be a real challenge, trying to hold the camera steady. Whinchats belong to a group of birds known as the chat family. Their closest cousin, the stonechat, a bird similar in size, but with a darker head and richer, more vivid colours. Unlike the Whinchat, stonechats are residents all year in the UK, often seen perched audaciously atop a thistle throughout the winter. Chats are part of the old world flycatcher family, known for their upright postures, tail-flicking habits and insect hunting prowess. The wheatear, the subject of last week's episode, is another migratory cousin. I'll leave a link to the video here. Whinchats, along with wheatears, are another true long-distance traveller. Their journeys start in the wild corners of England, Wales and Scotland, where they breed and rear their young through summer. But with the first chill winds, these tiny birds set off on an epic flight, leaving the UK behind, heading south to sub-Sahara Africa. For birdwatchers in England, autumn brings the bittersweet farewell. The sudden absence of Whinchat signals the change in seasons. As the leaves turn and the air chills, the Whinchat's absence reminds us of the global connections that shape even the smallest creatures of our countryside. As I departed, I worked my way back to the car, noticing these starlings feeding avidly around the hooves of these handsome horses. Denise would have certainly loved to photograph this. Well, I think that's it for the day. I just feel the odd spot of rain actually, and the wind's really picking up, and like I say, it's quite hard to control the light, but I'm just massively pleased that we did manage to get the Whinchat there in the end. So fingers crossed all the footage is okay. Like I say, it was a challenge. It was 1 minute being really bright and the next minute quite dark, but so met my goal. So yeah, overall really pleased. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a big thumbs up, like and subscribe. As always, be great for you to join me in the next one.